Alright, now what is personal allowance? Personal allowance, as I told earlier, is a level of free tax income to UK taxpayers. Alright, and is deducted from the net income. It is deducted from net income to drive taxable income on the income tax computation. As we can see it on in the you can see it on the previous lessons on the pro forma computation, right? So firstly we will deduct it from non-saving income, then saving incomes, and then dividend incomes. So the normal PA, the normal personal allowance for 2019 and 2020 is the pounds 12,500. uh, so but once the adjusted net income is greater than 125,000 pounds, personal allowance is reduced to nil, or you can say zero, right? Net income is total income less qualifying interest payments and trading loss relief. Adjusted net income is net income less gross personal pension contribution and less gross gift aid payments. So far so good. Now let us look at the example. So here is the example. M received gross annual income of pound 108,000 in 2019 and 20, on which 32,000 was deducted at source under payee in 2019 and 2020. Calculate M income tax payable for 2019 and 20. Um, so let's get back to the example how to do that. How many columns? Non-saving income and total column, right? So employment income, £108,000, and then £108,000, then obviously our total income is also £108,000, and then £108,000, and less personal allowance working one. What I will do, we have to do the working for it, so let me do the working first. Normal personal allowance, what's that? 12,500, right? But we will deduct less 1 divided by 2, it's 108,000 minus 100,000. I will get 4,000 deducted from there, and I will get adjusted personal allowance is adjusted personal allowance is 8,500. Get back to the example now. My as per the working, it's 8,500, right? Yeah, 8,500. So deduct it from here. Get back taxable income. 99,500 and 99,500. Now remember, we have to do now income tax liability. So for remember, 0 to 37,500 is our band, and then it's till we have total income till 99,500, right? Yeah, though the band is still 150,000, but total income is 99,500. So 0 to 37%, one stop, and then 99,500. So what's the difference between these two? Can you calculate it? Well, the difference is 62,000, right? So now what I will do, simply 37,500 into 20%, what I will get, 7,500, and 62,000 into 40%, what I will get, 24,800, right? Yes. So the total tax payable is income tax liability is 32,300. That's the example. Okay, K made a trading income of £130,000, received bank interest of 40,000. It is 40,000, not 140,000, and dividend income of 36,000 in 2019-20. We have to calculate the income tax liability for 2019 and 20. Now, how many incomes we have? Non-saving income, saving income, dividend income, and the lastly the total income, right? So what is my trading income? Trading income is 140,000. Then I have bank interest 40,000, and then I have dividend income, which is 36,000, I guess. Yes. So it's not 140, actually it's 130. Now in total columns it's 130,000, it's 40,000, and it's 36,000. How much I get? Total I will get 206,000. Now as far as personal allowance is concerned, less personal allowance, well, there will be no personal allowance available for this year, right? Let me show you how in the working. Just a minute. Taxable income is 130, 40,000, 36,000, and 206,000, all done. I hope you like. Now let me do the working over here. in the corner. Normal personal allowance 12,500. Let me show you less half, and it's 206,000 minus 100,000. I'll get 53,000 negative. Obviously it is more than 12,500 and all the limits, so adjusted personal allowance is nil. Or you can also write the statement that for example, if you are answering a written question, simply state that adjusting net income is greater than 125,000 pounds, so the personal allowance is reduced to nil. So you can say that as well. You don't need to do that much working. Now, as far as the income tax calculations are concerned, what do you say? For income tax calculations, just say, just a second. What you have to do, income tax calculations. Now what we will do, non-saving income, 37,500 at 20%, what I will get, 7,500 obviously. And then how much was that in total? 130. So just 130 deduct from the 37,500 and you will get how much? 92,500. Apply 40% on it, you will get how much? 37,000. Then you will have saving income, 20,000 into 40%, 8,000, and then 20,000 at 45%, you will get 9,000. For dividend income, 2,000 at 0%, it's 0, and 34,000 at 38.1%, which is 12,954. So now what you will need to do, simply just a second, yeah, add 12,954, 9,000, 8,000, and 37,000 and 7,500. All you will get is income tax liability. You will get how much income tax liability you will get? 74,454. So far so good, and I hope it's clear till here to you. Right now, moving to the next area, which is transferable amount of personal allowance and what's that? Very easy peasy. Transferable amount of personal allowance, well, election can be made to transfer fixed amount of personal allowance to spouse or civil partner. The transferable amount is set at pound 1250 for 2019 and 20. The election is only available when both taxpayers are basic taxpayers or non-taxpayers. The election is only likely to be made when one spouse is non-taxpayer and has an amount of unused personal allowance that would otherwise be wasted, and the other spouse is only a basic rate taxpayer. The election must be made within 4 years of the end of the tax year. The election must be made within 4 years of the end of the tax year. Of the end of tax year to which it should apply. It should apply though if made within the tax year concerned, the election will remain in force for future years until it is either withdrawn or the conditions are not met. So the relief is not given as an increase in the personal allowance of the transferee, but as a tax credit to be deducted in driving for 2019 or 20, and it will be computed as 1250 pounds into 20%, and you will get into 20%. You will get 250 pounds, right? And it can only reduce the tax liability, it cannot create a repayment, remember that. So for it, let us do example now. All right, here is another example. um, D and V are married, and in 2019-20 D had a trading income assessment of 10,000 and V receive a salary of 30,500. Require the calculate income tax liabilities of D and V. Assuming that an election is made to transfer the transferable amount of D personal allowance to V, and state that the date by which election should be made, right? So easy question, I guess. Let's do it. So here it is. First of all, I will compute David income tax computation 2019-20. Firstly, it's trading profits and 10,000, right? My taxable income obviously is 0 because of sorry, just a second, yeah, just a second. Revise personal allowance. How much is that? 12,500 minus 1250, that's 11,250, right? So taxable income is nil over here. Now what I will do, Victoria income tax computation. (2019-20). What's her trade? It's employment income 30,500. Yeah. Then personal allowance 12,500. What I will get? 18,000. tax calculation. $18,000 into 20%. What I will get? 3,600. Personal tax reduction or personal allowance tax reduction will get 1250 multiplied by 20%, 250. Tax liability will be 3350. That's it. Deductions from total income. Well, the reliefs are taxable. Okay. And the only reliefs examinable at paper taxation UK are: number one, qualifying interest; number two, certain trading losses; these reliefs are deducted from the total income while driving at the net income, and as with the deduction of the personal allowance from net income, they are deducted firstly from non-saving incomes before saving and then dividend income. All right. Now the question is, what is qualifying interest? So qualifying interest on a loan to purchase an interest to purchase an interest in a partnership or a contribution to the partnership of capital or a loan. Number two, on a loan to purchase an interest in a partnership or a contribution or a contribution oh sorry on a loan to purchase plant or machinery, on a loan to purchase plant or machinery used in a business or partner or by a partner. Number three, on a loan to purchase plant and machinery plant and machinery by an employee in uh, by employee if used in the performance of duties. And lastly, on a loan to purchase and interest in a close company. Now let us look at the example. So Z has trading profit of pound 52,000 in 2019-20 and paid pound 1,000 interest on a loan to purchase plant and machinery used in the business of a partnership. Record calculating K income tax liability for 2019 and 20. What I have to do, simply. How many columns? Non-saving income and total column. Right. Trading income 52,000 in total, 52,000. Then I will get total income 52,000 and 52,000 less relief, which is a qualifying one, qualifying interest 1,000. Then 1,000 I will get net income 51,000, 51,000 less personal allowance 12,500, 12,500 taxable income 38,500, 38,500. Simply now what I have to do, tax calculation. Non-saving income, it is 37,500 at 20%. I will get 7,500. 1,000 at 40%, that is 400, and that's 7,900 is my income tax liability. Right. Payments to charity under gift aid scheme and personal pension contribution. Gift aid system is a tax efficient way by which to give money to charity and is available to individual taxpayers only. So now the thing is, if you are a basic rate taxpayer, what you will do, payments to charity under gift aid scheme are treated as paid net of the basic rate. Right. Just a second. Yeah, so paid net of the payments to charity under gift aid are treated as being net of basic rate of tax. And what's that? Any guesses, guys? 20%. Okay, for a basic taxpayer, relief at the basic rate is automatically obtained as the payments are made to the charity net of basic rate relief being given at source to charity, let's say pound 100, right? The taxpayer need only make a gift aid payment of pound 80. The charity then be able to claim back uh, claim back pound 20 from HMRC from the taxpayer's income. Therefore, the donation is not shown as the deduction in the calculation of taxable income, right? And the question may tell you what is the amount paid, right, by the taxpayer. For example, pound 80, and you must cross up this amount 80 multiplied by 100 divided by 80, and to compute the gross figure, or instead may state amount pound 80 gross, or instead but it will say pound 100 gross. So if the gross amount is given, you already the gross up figure for use, you do not need to do any working for that. Now, in case you are the higher rate taxpayer, for higher rate taxpayer, 40%, okay, 40% tax relief is given. And how? Let me show you. Firstly, it is 20% at source, as I told you just a minute before, and 20% through income tax computation. By extending the basic rate band, basic rate band by cross donation, so that more income is taxed at 20% and less at 40%, right? And the taxpayer can elect to treat gift rate payments made by 31st January to have been made in the previous tax year, that is a payment made by 31st January 2021 can be treated as if paid in year 2019-20. This would be advantageous if the taxpayer was likely to be a basic rate taxpayer in 2020-21 but was a higher tax rate payer in 2019 and 20. Then we have additional rate taxpayer. So for additional rate taxpayer, 45% tax relief is given as follows. 45% tax relief is given as follows. Same 20% at source and 25% through income tax computation. By extending both, that is basic rate band and higher rate band limit. Limit by the gross donation. So that more income is taxed at 20% instead of 40 and 40% instead of 45%. So far so good. Now let us do the examples again. So E has trading profit of 53,000 in 2019-20. He paid £1,600 to charity under gifted system. Required calculate E income tax liability for 2019 and 20. Now let us do the example. How many columns we have? Non-saving income and total, right? So what is trading? Then first we have trading income 53,000 and 53,000 again. Then let's do the total of both. Total income 53,000 and 53,000. My personal allowance fully available 12,500. What's that? What's the taxable income? My taxable income is 40,500. Then I have tax calculations. Non-saving income right. Firstly, now we have to increase the basic rate band first because we have the gift rate donation. So 37,500 plus how much was that? 1,600 in 200 divided by 80, and I will get how much? 39,500. So on 39,500 I have to apply 20%. That's gonna be how much? 7,900. Yeah. And on remaining 1,000 it's 40%, so it's 400. And my income tax liability is 8300. Yeah, that's it. Now let's do another example, and this time it's saying T earned, oh sorry for this, let me correct it, just a second, sorry. Yeah, T earned 160,000 trading profit in 2019-20. In the tax year he paid pound 6400 to charity under gift aid scheme. Calculate income tax liability for 2019 and 20. Right, now what I will do again, how many columns? Non-saving income and total column, and trading income, 160,000 and 160,000. Okay, total income, 160,000 and 160,000, less the personal allowance, nil, right? Because as you know, it is more than 25,000 pounds. So a taxable income, 160,000 and 160,000. Okay, now let me do the compute the income tax now. So non-saving income. Now at one corner, what I will do some workings. So here in this box, I will do the workings. No. So well. Firstly, 37,500 plus 6,400 was the gifted scheme charity under the charity 100 multiplied by 100 divided by 80. I will get how much? I will get 45,500. Next, on the next band, which is 150,000 plus 6,400 and 200 divided by 80, 158,000. Then obviously it's gonna be 158,000 minus 45,500, which is the gap of 112,500. And also one more thing, how much was the net income? Net income was 160,000, right? And we have to deduct less gross gift aid donation, which is 6,400 multiplied by 100 divided by 80, we get 8,000. We will deduct 8,000 from 160, we will get 152,000. That's it. So these are the working, and another working, the statement that you have to tell them that personal allowance is reduced to nil as the adjusted net income adjusted net income, as you can see it crossing 152,000 over here. So you will just give the statement that one. And now non-saving income, oh sorry, the 45,200, sorry, 45,500 multiplied with 20%, I'll give 9100. Then 112,500 at 40%. That's why I did this calculation. The reason 112,500 at 40%, I'll get how much? I'll get 45,000 exactly. And 2,000 at 45%, I will get 900 exactly. All done. 55,000 income tax liability. I hope you get it till here. So folks, let's do another example. Example saying K made a trading profit of pound 98,000. In addition, she received bank interest of 4,000 and dividend income of 6,000. She made interest payment of yeah, paid interest of 3,000 on loan to contribute capital into a partnership of which she is a partner. She made payment of 4,800 to charity made gifted donation scheme. We have to calculate the income tax liability for 2019 and 20. So have you noticed folks that this example contain each and everything which we studied in this chapter till now. So let's diving and do this interesting example. Yeah, non-saving income. We also have saving income this example. We also have dividend income in this example, and then we have total. So firstly, trading income, what's that? 98,000. Then we have bank interest, how much is that? 4,000. Then we have dividends, how much is that? Dividends 6,000, and the total is 98,000. Then we have 4,000, then we have 6,000. So we get the total income now. 98,000, 4,000, 6,000, or then we have 108,000. So far so good. Then we have qualifying interest, 3,000, and then we have 3,000. Net income, 95,000, 4,000, 6,000, and 105,000. All done. Less personal allowance. We have to do some workings now. So on this page I'll be doing the workings. Okay. Firstly, adjusted net income does not exceed 100,000, so personal allowance is not reduced. Well, how? Let me tell you. Firstly, my net income 105,000, right? Less gross gift aid donation, 4,800 it was, right? Yeah, multiplied by 100 divided by 80, so it will be deducted by 6000, and my adjusted net income is 99,000. And in this case, obviously, so it's below pound 100,000. Therefore, personal allowance is not reduced, right? Then I have two thresholds to be increased: 37,500 plus 4,800 multiplied by 100 divided by 80. I'll get 43,500. And next is 150,000 plus 4,800 into 100 divided by 80. I will get 156,000. Wow. Done. Get back to the question. Less personal allowance. Personal allowance 12,500. 12,500. Taxable income. How much is that? 82,500, 4,000, 6,000, and 92,500. All done. Income tax. Then we have to compute non-saving income. 43,500 multiplied by 20%. I'll get 8,700. 39,000 into 40%. I will get 15,600. Then saving income 500 at 0%. Then 3,500 at 40%. 1,400. Okay, that's. And then dividend income, we will get 2,000 at 0%, and 4,000 at 32.5%. I will do 1,300. So 27,000 is my income tax liability. And that's it with this jumbo example, right? And now after that, what we have to do: jointly own assets. Assets of married couple or civil partners. Well, spouses and civil partners are taxed as two separate people. Each spouse or the civil partner has their own income tax computation and includes within it their own taxable income, right? So if they have joint property, for example, this is a property, right? And Mr. A and Mrs. S has owned this property jointly, right? When spouse or civil partners own income generating assets jointly, it is assumed that they are entitled to equal shares of income, and it is split. Well, on default, it is assumed that they own it 50 50% basis, right, between them. However, they can make a joint election to HMRC to split the income according to their actual ownership shares. For example, if A in actual have 60% shares and Miss has 40%, so they can make a election so that actual shares can be split between them, so that they will give the tax according to their income, right? So far so good. And then we have child benefits income tax charge. Benefit income tax charge. Right, so child benefit is a tax-free benefit payable to parents irrespective of the level of taxpayer they may be. If, however, person net adjusted net income ANI exceeds how much? Pound 50,000, and they receive child benefit. Income tax charge will arise to gradually remove the benefit from such higher income earners. Such that when adjusted net income is greater than 60,000 pounds, the benefit will entirely removed. Okay, so where income is between pound 50,000 to 60,000, the income tax charge would amount to 1% of child benefit received for every pound 100 of income in excess of pound 50,000. The following information will therefore be provided in the tax rates and allowances section of the examination paper. Where income is between 50,000 pounds and 60,000 pounds, the charge is 1% of the amount of child benefit received for every 100 of income over 50,000. Right, let me write this one with this color for you. Where income is between pound 50,000 and pound 60,000, the charge is 1% of the amount of child benefit received for every pound 100 of income over pound 50,000. The income tax charges added in driving the income tax liability of the taxpayer. Now let us look at some examples on it. So let's say C received child benefit of pound 1056 in 2019-20 and has ANI for the year of pound 54,000. So as CANI is between 50,000 and 60,000, so the child benefit is 54,000 minus 50,000 divided by 100. I will get 1056 into 40%, because he is a higher rate taxpayer, so we will get 422. One more example. We received 3147 pounds in respect of her 4 children and has adjusted net income of pound 77,000. So it exceeds pound 60,000, right? The child benefit income charge is 3147, being the full amount of child benefit received, and they has to pay it, right? So that's it for this chapter. I hope you get it. Bye bye.